Hello everybody, welcome to another rapid speedrun game against Barsuk, our Bars UK, 1004. Okay, we do not get a Queen's Gambit. He does f3, preparing e4. So to stop that, I guess, I'll play knight f6. Will he resupport it? No, he'll attack. Oh, I see. He'll attack it, and now I don't have the normal knight e4 resource countering the bishop. But that's fine. We'll just play e6, so that when he takes, take with our queen. He breaks in the center. If we take and he takes, then we give this check. So this looks wrong for him. And he probably should have developed his pieces. So let's give this check and see what he does. He could block and pick up a rook. Check and the rook. So yeah, this was not a good opening attempt. The reason openings exist is because they're the good moves at the start of the game. So when you do something else, it's probably not such a good move. I mean, you could play all the openings. You don't have to pick one and stick with it. You could try everything. See what you like, have fun. Let's just take the rook. He now attacks our queen. We have to move it. So he's forcing us to win material. Let me offer this guy a draw. But sometimes their pride won't let them take the draw. But this guy, his rating is more important than his pride, so he took it. He even got a point out of that. Okay, so now let's try to get one of our speedrun themes, the Sicilian. Okay, we're headed towards the open Sicilian. This is good. d4. Ooh, and then back to the usual bishop c4 nonsense, right? That everyone's been doing to us. And then playing super passively. And then all we have to do is put 2 pawns in the center because he lets us. We already have a better center than white. He retreats the bishop. I develop a minor piece towards the center. Simple enough. He castles. I go simple bishop e7 just to cover the rook so I don't run into anything. He does it anyway, but we castle to get out of any pins. And we have a standard position that, we've had this set up many times and we're going to get it many more times. So let's see how white chooses to attack us. We want to maybe put our bishop here, but he'll hit it with the knight. It's one extra reason to include h6. What? He just hangs a bishop. I take it. He goes queen up. What? He just hung a piece and has no follow-up whatsoever. And he's 1100. So he goes to the side. He can't even bring in his knight. So the only reason to go would be to make space for your queen, which also cannot join. So this makes no sense. I'm going to move my king over. Then I'm going to move my rook over. And I'll attack him. He sacked a piece to attack me, but I'm going to attack him. I don't know. Black's winning. That was fast. So he does lift the queen. And let's just bring the rook over. He takes the pawn, but we're up a piece. He still can't bring in a second piece. So it's just the queen. That's not that good. We could even fianchetto for ultimate defense, but we don't need to. Okay. So he's not threatening anything. His knight's loose if we move our knight. But there's also no need. So we're up a piece. So queen trade ends the game. So let's go queen f8. He put his queen here. I don't want to move my bishop around. Let's develop a new piece, the queen. And say, hey, if you trade queens, we just win, right? We don't checkmate him, but we're up a piece, so we just win automatically. By default, even easier. And that's why it's nice to learn about strategy in chess, so you can, because once you know your win conditions, you know what to do to win by default. So he avoids the queen trade, which is the right thing to do when you're down a piece. However, it's the wrong thing to do tactically when you move to this square, because can we do this? We're hitting his queen, and we're hitting his knight. Yeah, I don't see a response to this, because the queen can't give a check. Nothing, I mean, he can give a check with this, but that doesn't help. And if he moves his queen, I guess we just can pick up the rook. So, I mean, the knight. So I don't think he has anything. My knight defends the pawn. My knight defends the bishop. So nothing's hanging for me. And my king's totally safe. So don't just go sacking your pieces on. He didn't even play 10 moves of building up his position. Move 9, he sacked a piece. At least build up your position. A little bit. And now NQ is stumped. 3,000 games. Wow. And still 1085 giving up pieces. That's fine. Not everyone wants to improve. But if you do want to improve, don't just keep playing chess, because that's not how you improve. You have to play a lot, but you also have to do the other part, which is have someone explain to you why everything you're doing is wrong. So he moves the queen to the side, and he's 1100, and you're not. Can we fix this? Please, let's fix this. So now he just gave us a queen for no reason. I'm going to move my knight a little closer to his king, just because it's for free. I'm now attacking his bishop. While he's wasting time, I mean, he could trade if he wants, it doesn't really matter. He's down 6 points of material. He now saves the knight. He notices the threat and saves the knight. Fine. Let's get our bishop out of this alignment with the rook. Let's just re-aim at his king. It doesn't create a threat. I'm just remaneuvering it. I'm going to add my queen defense or attack after. I guess he can kick the knight first. Do we have any sacks? Probably not. Okay, he doesn't kick the knight. He just develops. We could just develop. But I'll develop the queen, improve it. Will he go for a back rank check? Will that make him happy? Maybe. He doesn't go for it. He just overdefends his king, which does make sense. Well, now I'm not going to let him do anything, and I'm going to cover all infiltration. He plays c4, attacks the center, but we can easily push past, ignore him, create a better pawn structure for us with more space, give him a backward d3 pawn. That's not a thing. His bishop is just, I mean, either take or move it somewhere else. So he listens to me and moves it somewhere else. I don't know. Can we just line up with the king, bring our last piece into the game, and see what we can do? We need to force some type of pawn weaknesses. We have to get him to push. So, since he's defending this 3 times, but now our knight is free, so we can get rid of one of those defenders. Otherwise, if we go, yeah, we need to make him push. So Let's get rid of a defender. We could even put our bishop on c6 and get rid of more stuff that he puts there. Getting rid of all of his defenders around the king. And since we're up pieces, okay, so he pushes and does it what we want for us. Now he created light square holes, so that's not good for him. Um, okay, I'm going to do what I said. I'm going to bring my knight in and go here, and now my bishop, he weakened all the light squares, so it's even a better move than before. And I'll stick my queen there at h3 at the right time when I'm ready to mate him. For now, I'd rather just bring in my last piece. He can force my knight back by taking, and then I have to take backwards. So takes, and he's stuck. Yeah, that's really bad for him. But if he doesn't take, then I just go here anyway, and it's really bad for him. So he makes a totally random move. So now we get to improve our position for free, like crazy. And we are ready to checkmate him soon. Okay, so he moves his king up to try to stop our queen from coming in, but now the knight's pinned. Also, this is hanging. This is hanging. Wow, lots of stuff. We could just trade everything, but let's take this pawn and attack multiple things. If he goes to cover it, he blocks the rook. The bishop's view of the knight. It just all collapses. And maybe we can rotate our other knight and attack it a second time. If he covers. If he doesn't cover, we can just take it. But his rook is trapped if he doesn't go here. Yeah, it can only go there. So he doesn't have much of a choice. And what did I say? I said I was going to go here. It's pinned and the bishop can't cover it. Unless he moves the rook this way, like here or here, which gets it off of this file. This is still pinned. Terrible for him. I can even take, lure his king out. Then go here so he can't go back in the hole. Maybe he tries to run this way. But then you can take this, you can take this. I don't know, let's see what he does. He's down to 2 minutes. He should just resign. But he doesn't. He goes that way. He's lucky this knight defends the rook. This knight's the hero of his position, but can never win him the game. So since this is pinned, and he can't move yet, we have free turns to do whatever we want. So what do we want to do? We can add another attacker on the knight. A third. We'll give that a shot. Since it's pinned, we have a free turn. It's defended twice, but the knight can't defend it. The rook can't defend it. He might just sack an exchange to get rid of this, but he's still in a pin, so it doesn't really help him. And the position's overwhelming. We are up 7 points of material, so obviously. And what is he going to do? Come on, NQ. I believe in you. So, as I predicted, he sacks the exchange. Because what else? At least now, I don't know, he can go here. It's a move. But no matter what he does, he's in this pin. I'll just reapply pressure. Not good. Now I'm up 9 points of material, and he has 56 seconds. But he's holding on. Moves the king, which hangs the piece. We take it. We're up 12 points of material. He trades bishops. Maybe we can do a checkmate now. I think we can because we can just sack every single thing. We only need 2 pieces to be coordinating, and we have 4. So we could sack 2 of them. First, let's get rid of his pawn cover. Yeah, well, you could sack your rook, you could sack your bishop, it doesn't really matter. You're threatening mate in 1, so he doesn't have a choice. I mean, you could take his knight. Funnily enough, if you go here, can he go back? Then you could checkmate him here, okay. Because you have this checkmate, this checkmate, so he can't stop everything. Let's do this one. And that's why rook and queen are the best pair. Oops, I did not mean to click that. I meant to click analysis. Wait, what? My finger just auto started a new game. So if we go through that game, we have a Sicilian heading towards open, but they have to play d4. Everyone's so scared to do it. I guess maybe they hear there's a lot of theory and whatnot. So development and center. Center and development for free. Force move for free. Center and development. Development and king safety. King safety. And then he hangs stuff. So the graph is just one even slice of black, just from here on. Minus 4.4 and higher the rest of the game. We have 98%, but that's because he just hung a piece. There's nothing really to go over. We just make sure that the queen and knight don't have any good squares, any good way to coordinate. So as soon as you do this, you're safe. You also could have brought your bishop back. Either way. We make forcing moves, take free stuff. We make forcing moves, improve our position, develop our pieces, develop again, force move, improve our last piece, bring in our last piece into the attack. Like this was the last piece we didn't develop, but this is the last piece that's not doing anything. Improving with the attack. I mean, you could do whatever you want. I could play a6, a5. I can move my king back and forth 7 times. I'm still winning. That's why these positions aren't critical to go over, but by seeing what moves you pick, I can still see what you're thinking about. And you can see what I'm thinking about. And that's what we're trying to fix. So, I mean, I don't really want to go any more into that game. It was just me taking all this stuff. Submit your rapid games in Discord. Good luck in your chess. Goodbye.